Oh, hi, it's Soul Pie. Welcome to the end of the month standings for July for the Miami Marlins 2013 season. I felt like this needed to be voiced because a lot of things has happened during the course of the season, especially in the month of July, that needs to be explained. But first things first, we're going to show the standings first. So far, the Nats are leading the way in the East, 5 up on the Braves, and then it's the Phillies. They're 11.5 back, and then that's us at 53 and 54, which is pretty. It's been pretty surprising for the Marlins. I thought they would be doing this bad, very badly, and being on the basement, but that's the Mets right now who are just been struggling as of late. And hell, it's been crazy because the last game, something amazing happened. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend watching that right now if you haven't. And yeah, it's very something amazing happened in the last game against the New York Mets. We're still in a 4-game series. We're looking for a sweep. Hopefully, we can get it. But anyways, yes, that is our standings for the National League East. Now in the National League Central, the Cardinals are leading the way by 7 games over Milwaukee, 14.5 over Cincinnati, and then the Cubs hit seven. Cubs and the Pirates both at 17.5 back, both at 45 and 62. Um, Cardinals and Brewers have both with big winning streaks. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. The San Francisco Giants are leading the way in the West. 2 games up on the Diamondbacks and 6 up on the Dodgers. Padres 11.5 back, and then you have the Rockies 15.5 back. The Braves and the Diamondbacks have the two wild card spots as of right now. Brewers and Dodgers are both 4.5 back, and then it's the Phillies, and then it's us 6.5 back. We're on a 3-game win streak. Our stats have gone up because of certain things, certain trade. There has been many trades that have happened during the course of the season, and I'm gonna show you guys that after we're showing off the standings here. But yeah, my stats have gone up, but not really much. But defense wise, yes, defense has gone way up, and that overall it's still in the 20s. But yeah, our stats have gone up for quite. So that's why pretty much why we have been staying the course of like near 500 baseball team. So we're 6.5 back. We're still in the hunt, but it's gonna be tough. Still going to be tough. It depends on the last 2 months. I don't expect them to make it, but you never know. It's crazy shit has happened. But yeah, Padres and then got the Reds, Rockies, Cubs, Pirates, and Mets. Mets have the worst, as of right now, have the worst record in their major leagues in this simulation at 36 and 71. All right, so let's go to the American League side. American League East, the Yankees are leading the way with just a game and a half over the Boston Red Sox. And then you got the Toronto Blue Jays at 7.5 out. Orioles are 9.5 out. And the Rays are 16.5 out, which is surprising. Rays are a pretty good team, but I guess this season they're not. They just haven't been having some good luck. Uh, let's see. Kansas City, 19th overall, but they are leading the way in the American League Central by 5.5 over the Detroit Tigers, who are 4th overall. And yeah, that has been it's pretty impressive. I think we're gonna have the Kansas City Royals at some point during the season. I think after the Mets we have the Indians. So yeah, at some point we're gonna face the Royals, which would be a pretty interesting matchup. Cleveland Indians. Speaking of them, they're 12.5 out of the top spot. Then they have the Chicago White Sox, and then the Minnesota Twins, who have the second to worst overall. And yeah, their stats. Wow, man, those numbers are very low. I'm surprised they're not 30th. I think Houston has the worst, or the worst team in the pack. The American League West, we have the Texas Rangers leading the way by 5.5 from the Angels. You got the Oakland A's, and yeah, it's pretty much a 2-team race. They got the Oakland A's, and then the freaking Pack 32 out. Damn. And Seattle and then Houston was the 30th overall. I'm surprised Minnesota's not the worst team because you can see like the length of the bars are much better than the Twins, but I guess they're just like, oh no, you're the worst team, which is wow. Well, then you have 7 a game. They have a 7 game losing streak right now. So yeah, that might be something. Right now the American League wild card, you have the Angels and the Red Sox having the first 2 spots, and then the A's, Blue Jays, Tigers, Orioles, Indians, Rays, White Sox, Minnesota, and then Seattle, and then Houston is the last spots. All right, so with that out of the way, let me show you what happened during this year. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Hold on. Let me put on the disable list first. As you can see, yeah, I had a few bad breaks. I haven't been showing the disabled list for my videos. I don't know why. Maybe I should be showing the disabled list. For those who've been wondering about what happened to a few players, you can see here, Placido Polanco. I think it was around April. Fortunately, had a head fracture injury, and that is a season-ending injury. So Placido Polanco was done for, unfortunately. So that's why you see during the course of the season you saw Donovan Solano taking over at third. It was Nick Green at one point, but then I sent him down back to AAA and led Solano was been taking over at third base. It's been working for at times, but yeah. And then we pulled off there was not a trade, but a free agent signing of Scott Rowland. So Scott Rowland took over third base duties, and yeah, he's been doing that for times. But then Juan Pierre was an unfortunate one. Placed on trade waivers. Trade waivers. I just saw the W. Unfortunately, Juan Pierre got hurt, and he's out for a month or two. I think maybe it might be 42 days, so it might be till sometime in September he might not return. Yeah, around September he'll be back with the teams to finish off the season. I don't know if we're in a playoff hunt. I don't know if he'll be eligible for it, but yeah. Dallas Braden is a day-to-day kind of thing, but he'll be back for I think his next start. Speaking of Dallas Braden, he was a free agent signing. It was not me that signed him. I didn't. Uh, and now that I'm saying this, I did not make any signings. The only signing I did in this game have been 2 guys. It has been Michael Bourne and Freddie Sanchez. Those are the only 2 guys I've signed to the Marlins off screen. Let me get to the Marlins here. Yeah, let me go over here. Oh, way too far. So yeah, Nick, you can see Placido Polanco was hurt with a head fracture on the 12th. Yeah, it was way. It was like, when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck? It's like he lost Placido Polanco for the fucking season, and it's like, wow, you gotta be kidding me. But you can see here that I signed. Wait, I did sign Michael Bourne. Yeah, right here. I did sign Michael Bourne before the season started. And then the 13th, I signed Freddie Sanchez, and I released Aaron Hoffman just to make room for him. And then put him in the starting role. And then I decided to get a backup catcher. So I signed Miguel Olivo as a backup catcher, and unfortunately he hasn't been doing very well. I think it was a bad signing, so I had him in AAA for pretty much the whole season. But then Dallas Braden was not my signing; it was the game. The game signed Dallas Braden to go into our team. Braden has been not too bad in our system. He was pretty good, and then we come to the trades. This was the first trade that we did, and this was not me. This was the game. I did not make any trades myself. The game has made all these trades. Lance Berkman being one of them from the Rangers for Gorkys Hernandez, which it was nice to have Lance on our team. It was nice to have a first baseman. That I think having Lance Berkman on the squad put platoon role from Logan Morrison I had at the time. And then over here, I claimed. Oh, this is another move I made. I claimed Luis Perez a reliever from the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays put him on waivers, and I claimed him just to get some bullpen help because my bullpen sucks. But again, my pitching sucks to begin with, and we know this was going to be a rough year for Miami. Building this team again, this is just a 1 year thing. This is not going to be a consecutive years like da 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 da. This is a one and done kind of season. Um, let's see. Scott Rowland, you can see up there, was signed to a 1 year deal. That was not me. That was the game. So we got a third baseman. That put Logan Morrison into Triple A to make room for Scott Rowland. Scott Rowland's had his moments with us. And he's on the bench right now. Since we got a pretty nice pickup, and I'll show you coming up. Here's another big trade the game did for me. I did not make this trade. This is we made a trade with Tampa Bay we've acquired Peralta, Odorizzi, and Sean Rodriguez from the Rays for Scott Main and Nathan Eovaldi, are two of our pitchers for 3 guys, which was like holy shit. That's something. We had a nice run with and Odorizzi is a long reliever for us. Peralta has been my setup man, and Peralta's been not too bad with us. He had his moments, but yeah, he's been not too bad. A nice pickup for a couple of our guys, because our potential from some of my guys in the Miami Marlins have nice, not bad ratings. There's some of them that have a B rating, a C, and there's some with an A rating. So yeah, that's some trade bait for a couple of teams, and that makes the trading much easier for the game to make, or me to make. And then we get to what you can see, Juan Pierre got into the fractured hand, and that put him out for quite some time. And another trade, 720. This is interesting. We 2 shortstops for 1. J.J. Hardy from the Orioles for our shortstop, Denny Hechavarria, and then shortstop Sean Rodriguez. 2 shortstop for 1 shortstop. I've never seen or heard a trade like that. And yeah, that happened. So that's something. So yeah, JJ Hardy is our everyday shortstop now, but yeah, I've lost 2 shortstops. I don't even think I have a shortstop now. JJ Hardy's the only shortstop we have on our team. And I was like, what the fuck? So it's like, hopefully JJ does not get hurt, because if that's the case, then I have at least Matt Downs or Donovan Solano to, you know, to be backup shortstops. I think I have another shortstop, or a infielder that can play shortstop. I have to look into it just to make up for it. Hopefully that, if God forbid that happens, the game. And another trade we did, it was unfortunate, but the game made it, so I just let it roll, because the way my team was going, I was like, fuck it. Martin Perez and Brendan Allen from the Rangers for Lance Berkman. And just for the record, we just got Lance Berkman from Texas, and now he's back to Texas. What the fuck? It was like just a short rental, and now he's back with the team that we got him from. So yeah, that's weird. Weird that happened. So Lance Berkman we got from Texas, and then he goes back to Texas for okay. So I was like, what? Fuck it. We just let it happen. Even though it's too bad that we lost Lance, but you know what? Whatever. I'm not gonna cry over spilled milk on that. And then the latest one was we have acquired Aramis Ramirez from Milwaukee for Lomo. Logan Morrison has been traded to Milwaukee for Aramis, and with that puts Scott Rowland into the bench, since we have Aramis Ramirez being our everyday third baseman. That was a nice pickup for Aramis Ramirez. We have a good third baseman and all that. But yeah, and that's pretty much what has happened for Miami. Uh, I think that's everything I've been showing. All right, so that has been the end of the month standings and the trade talks and all that magnificent stuff. Hope you guys have been enjoying. Thank you guys for watching this simulation of the Miami Marlins. I've been watching the games here. I really appreciate it. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe and stay tuned for the next game for the 2013 Marlins season. Till then, have a good day.